Namaste, welcome, good morning. Let's start with sitting. So, finding your sitting bones and hands just resting down on your knees. Close your eyes, feel the floor under you, feel the earth under you. And then from that energy, you rise all the way up, lengthening, going with the crown all the way up to the ceiling, to the sky, to the heaven. And everything in between earth and heaven has life force. And the spine is the bridge in between heaven and earth. It's also the rainbow bridge. So feel that life force within. And bringing your hands together. Start with the 5 points of respect and gratitude. First one, the place, the time, yourself, everything that's around you, and the teachings. So from respect and gratitude, you open your eyes, you bring your hands down and bring the soles of the feet together. We start always with butterfly to make the spine more flexible and fluid, more hydrated, so energy can flow better. So we have more that connection with heaven and earth. So you start with the chin down and then slowly down. Till you feel, okay, this is a nice stretch. I feel a stretch in my neck now, so I stay here till it's getting less and then I go deeper. And maybe in the end, I'm in my hips. But knowing that the target area, it's the spine, the vertebrae. But always respecting yourself when the body cannot handle this. Maybe you rather want to go forwards and using a prop to lean on, then do so. So this class is all about being in the moment and be aware of what's inside of you. What do you feel? What's going on? In the physical body, emotion body, and mental body. But most people there are in the mental body 24/7. And the mental body, the mind is God is everything. That's rules. So actually, they get locked up in their own minds, forgetting what's more. So breathing in and feel, and breathing out, be aware what's around you. Just going with that wave, breathing in, what do I feel? And breathing out, be aware what's around you. And then slowly, slowly coming up to sitting. Sometimes it's nice to have the hands backwards and looking backwards. And then the next posture is a shoelace. So you bring your left foot over to your right and your right foot over to the left. Wibble a little bit, and then most of the time you're bending forwards, but this time bending backwards to target more the tension fasciolata going into the IT bend. So I like to have a bolster or it's a foam roller, but just cushions will do too. So you go lying down over it backwards and then catching your toes and pull the toes a little bit closer in so you feel a good stretch. So maybe your knee is more up, that's fine. Maybe your knees are a little bit more out, that's fine too. Important is that you feel that there's something going on in the hips on the side and front. And maybe you feel it also deep inside of the hip, the little muscles you can also feel. And I like to have this back bending into it, but you can also lie down just on the floor. And another option, I think a lot of people like to lie down on the bolster, on something on the back, and then bringing the feet together and the knees out, like the normal butterfly and the surrender goddess. So if this is really not working or too painful, maybe people with an arthrosis in the hip, so it's like that there is no cartilage anymore, then this can be painful. I have one hip, my left, and this is really sensitive for me. So I have to be now very quiet. But after, it's much better. So breathe in, feel. So I feel now my injury. And breathing out, being aware that I'm home, recording this YouTube video. Breathing in, feeling, breathing out, knowing where you are, being in the moment, climbing out of your mind. Don't be trapped in the mind with all the rules, all the things what life expecting of us. Just forget that. Just being here right now. And when you're practicing over and over this, you start to getting more balance and more peace inside of you, so you experience more happiness. Most of the times when we are too much in our heads, only in our heads, we are more into our fear body. We are more in tune with our nerve system for action. And then there is no time to experience beautiful things. Example, happiness. So to reach more happiness, come out of the mind, arriving in the body, in the moment, and let it be. And then come out. If you are on a bolster or money cushions, you're just coming up and remove the things. Then lying down, when you're already on the floor lying down, then you just only have to put your right foot, or no, that's my left. I'm not mirroring in this ones. So my left feet is down, or for your under leg, the leg goes under. The one that's on top stays crossing, and then you twisting to the left side for me. So the one who had the feet on the floor, there you twisting that side. And then the opposite arm you stretch out and you come in this twist, in this twisting roots. And of course you can use your bolster to put under your, supporting a little bit the spine or under your knees, or maybe you want to have your arm on it. So that's all good. And looking a little bit over your shoulder backwards. So you're creating a little bit more space by the throat. And then just lying down. Breathing in, knowing how you feel. Breathing out, being aware of what's everything what's around you. So I'm aware of what's going on around me. Suki is on the balcony. She's pulled to come. She's asking to come in. So just come in. And Bringing your arm back, turning back to your spine. Take a little rebound to feel the after effects. And bringing one by one your knees to your chest. Bring your knees out and holding the inside of the knees, then lifting up your head and start to rock forwards and backwards till you come to sitting. Get your cushions or bolsters. Now shoelace the other side. So now it's my right under and going my left above. And then lying down or on something or just on the floor. And see if you can get your toes and pulling the heels closer in, then probably feel much more happening in the hips. So maybe you don't have to do it because you feel already a lot. And the IT band, that's the target area, who runs from the tension fascia lata, from like front side of your hip, and then goes all the way on the side, outside, and then on the outside of the knee, attached to the tibia. That's your bone of the underlag. So there, in that track, you can feel it. Maybe you feel it more by your underlag, by the tibia, maybe a little burning sensation. Then don't pull too hard on your feet. Let go of your hands. Maybe you feel it more in the middle on the side of the leg, or maybe more in the hip itself, like me, or maybe more in the grow area. And that's all good. And the meridian, that's the gallbladder meridian. And the gallbladder meridian, when it's out of balance, we experience more the anger, the frustration, the restlessness. So maybe you will recognize that. But then it's important that you're not personalize it. Just like flowing out of your tissues and recognize, feel it, accept it, breathe into it, and then slowly fade away. Coming back and feeling and being aware of what's going on around you. The in breath, feel, and exhale, be aware of what's going around you. And then Lifting up the head again. Use your hands to come up. Remove the bolster or foam roller. Then lie down and place your foot that goes under on the mat, and then twisting over to your side of the leg who's under. So that's mine right. And then stretching the opposite arm open, looking a little bit backwards over your shoulder. And then relax. And then rolling back. Bring your arm back, uncrossing your legs, and just lie down in the last relaxation. Just to feel the after effect when you come out, to feel this life force flowing within. Just relax, being in the moment, coming out of the mind, coming into the heart and body. Just be. Of course, you can lie down as long as you like. Or closing the closet knees, stretching yourself out, make some sound if you like. And bending your knees, and you roll to your side and come to sitting. Bringing your hands together, and then bring them to the forehead to remind yourself to have a peaceful mind, not being trapped in the mind, not getting lost in all the rules, all the things what people expect from us. Just going out of the mind and entering into the heart. And let the heart be open, that you are aware of how you feel and what's going on around you. And to experience this flavor of happiness. And then bringing the hands in front of the belly to guide yourself to ground into the physical body, to know the physical body, to feel, and to be in tune with your authentic self. And that's your biggest power. That's your strength. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and hope to see you over 2 weeks again live. Bye bye.